Hand-painted murals line the streets of Wilmington, Ohio. Reflections of a time when there's more opportunity here. 8 years ago, the town was dealt a massive blow when DHL Shipping left, and it took more than 7,000 jobs with it.
DHL said they're going to leave, and when that large of an employer leaves your town, you're going to be devastated. And we were.
Michael Mockerly was one of those who lost their jobs with DHL.
And there were people in this town that went through divorces because of it, that lost their homes because of it. You couldn't sell a house in this town for any kind of money. Our downtown used to be a precious place. It died. It died.
A lot of people left the city.
Be careful and watch your head.
But Michael stayed and started a business of his own, making custom knives in his backyard.
My bank account usually has $5 in it, but I've got supplies, you know, for the next knife. I'm making my house payments, maybe just barely, but I'm making my house payments. Obviously eating well, doing okay, you know, I'm doing okay. But I do understand not everybody had that opportunity.
The recovery in Wilmington is lagged behind the rest of the country. And while politicians praised America's comeback, people here weren't seeing it.
Your jobs are coming back, believe me. Your jobs are coming back.
So when Donald Trump visited the small town twice during his campaign and promised to bring back jobs, people here noticed.
That Make America Great slogan kind of sticks out here, just, you know, to try to get the town back to where it was, get it going again.
Josh Sams grew up in Wilmington and served in the United States Marine Corps. While on his third deployment, he was injured by an IED blast and lost both of his legs. When he finally returned home, he came back to a very different place.
You remember things a certain way, everything seemed brighter and greener and just a little nicer. And you come back and it's kind of run down. There's not the cash flow to maintain the everyday things you take for granted.
On election night, Clinton County went overwhelmingly for Trump with 74% of the vote.
You've got a lot of workers who have just simply not felt the recovery that they've heard about. And I think that that message resonated with people in this area. But admitting that rural areas have not recovered is a big step toward building some bonds of trust again.
Now there's some cautious optimism with a new corporation in town. Amazon is starting to use Wilmington's air park as a shipping and distribution hub.
Amazon will be good for our town. That's undeniable. They won't hire the same amount of people because they use a lot of robotics. That's just the way that is.
There's an understanding here that change will take time. But for a rural community like Wilmington, it can't come soon enough.
I want for our town to be comfortable again. It's been a lot of years since we've been comfortable.